Alright, everybody, welcome back to Bloodborne. Alright, so, I have some stuff to show everyone before we get started. Or, well, actually, like, legitimately started here. Because I did go back. Wow, that's loud. Yeah, I noticed that on the last one. The voice volume is a tad high, especially in combat. So we're still rocking the old hunters, most of the old hunter stuff, I believe. Ashen Hunter. I have the old hunter's chest piece, but not what I wanted to show you. What I want to show you is this. So basically, our runes are the same. I did level up quite a bit, actually. Almost, I believe it's actually 21 levels because we were, I believe, 192 going into the DLC. And I leveled up a couple points in skill. I think only 1 point in skill. No vit, no endurance, no strength. I put some points into, I think, 4 points into blood tinge and like 10 maybe into arcane. Because I'm trying to get to a point where I can use this character consistently, and to farm with this character so that higher arcane helps. Plus, I'd like to use some of the hunter tools. Oh, and I did get enough chunks to level up the Whirling Exotic +8. It's not quite where I want it to be, and it's not anywhere close to where my version of the Whirling Exotic is on my main profile. Good God, that thing is a beast once you get some really good gems in it. But yeah, and I've leveled up the Beast Hunter safe, just, I don't know, just because, I'm not sure why. But, I kind of want to go in here and look at the blood gems, because I've gotten a few more. As I was running, I ran through the DLC stuff that we'd already seen, and just picked up a couple gems, so I figured I'd slot them real quick, because it actually does increase our damage quite a bit. And, you know, I'll probably do most of the other sets of these videos on my other character, just because I like playing the other character, and I have more stuff and all that jazz, but, it's such, like, just a nothing. I have no triangular gems. Makes me sad. But, regardless, I'm gonna check my levels real quick, just to be sure I'm not blowing out anybody's eardrums or anything of the sort. Alright, my levels are good. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, I usually have Bloodborne in particular. I've been able to pretty reliably get down. Oh, and yeah, and you can notice I have all of the... I don't have all the areas yet. I really ran through this game. But I was using the lecture building, the first floor lecture building to farm for echoes. And speaking of echoes, I'm actually going to take what I have right now. So yeah, I got a nice chunk of echoes, and decided to spend a lot of them, even with leveling up. I decided to spend a lot of them on vials. I did spend a few leveling up just to kind of be where I wanted for this DLC, because I wanted to be 110-ish, I think is what I said, somewhere in there, and I wanted to be able to, you know, just kind of compare to everything else. I'm going to go ahead and tweet out the stream while I keep talking, and Facebook share it and all that good stuff, just to get the word out. But we will get moving here in a second. But yeah, I upgraded the Whirligig Saw, and I want to try and use it on Ludwig, because I still haven't beat him. We left off with I showed his second phase in the last part. with his the Moonlight Greatsword. And then I wanted to leave it there because I didn't want to get too frustrated on camera, because I know that it's very possible to get frustrated. But I'd rather get frustrated and kick their ass and be really happy about it than not do that. Ah, Facebook. Why you do this? But yeah. Do not fret. We still have a long... No, well, not too long. We have a good chunk of this DLC to go. I mean, this is our first, like, real boss encounter. So, you know, don't fret. Hopefully I can get the same groove down that I had yesterday while I was kicking Ludwig's ass. That would be really nice, actually. It may take a couple times just for me to get the groove again, like as good as it was yesterday. Even though I didn't kill him yesterday, the vibe was just real strong. So hopefully that persists. And I was talking to someone in chat, and I do realize that if I'm not mistaken, either right here or right here, Valter can be summoned. And God, that's so weird. Valter, the DLC, or well, not DLC, the patch, Covenant, the League, which you can see. I will do this on camera. I'm thinking about doing it right after I kill Ludwig. Is going to see, where is it? There it is. The guy from the League and getting the rune. But this particular fight, I want to do on my own. I like doing this fight solo. It's fun doing it solo. And that's just me. I've always liked doing these, like, really obscenely tough fights in Souls games by myself if I can. Heal up. Yeah, yesterday I actually tested the fire paper on this guy, and to my chagrin, it is actually just a static damage bonus, much like it is when you fight Ebrietis, however your particular pronunciation is. I suppose it depends. Ooh, that was nice. But when you're fighting Ebrietis, oh, I did not think I was going to dodge that. Bolt paper and fire paper are both just kind of a static damage bonus that hurt a lot. Get it? Oh, we got it. Ooh, he still smells good. Ooh, I'm getting really good at dodging that one. I think this fight is a loss, though, just from how many blood vials I don't have right now. Which is really unfortunate, because I wanted these first couple to be half decent, and I'm using blood vials at the yin-yang. But this particular fight isn't going super poorly. Well, I suppose it's not going poorly at all, because I was able to visceral him in the first phase of the fight, so... Any fight in Bloodborne I can get a visceral attack, I don't consider poor. Like any version or... Ah, there it goes. Yeah, that's alright. That loss is... I'm actually glad I got killed there, because I had 11 vials for the last half of the fight, and yeah, no, that's not something I'd like to deal with. But we're gonna get him. this should not be that horribly difficult. But yeah, after we kill Ludwig, and get some dialogue and different things like that, we're gonna go ahead and go back to Valter, which I don't know if I'm gonna show exactly how to get there, because it's a shortcut that you'll get through going through the main part of the game through the Forbidden Woods. It's the shortcut door through the Forbidden Woods. So I probably won't actually show that, but like exactly how to get there through the Forbidden Woods. But yeah, it's your normal progression through the Forbidden Woods all the way to both checkpoints. Ooh, I got him twice. That hasn't happened in a while. Ooh. Being a bit aggressive. Ooh, there's he stuck. That would be really funny if he was stuck in a hit pattern. I'd laugh. Keep my eye on him. Ooh. Grab our like 4,000 echoes. I'm not really worried in general now about echoes because I unlocked the lecture building. The lecture building, floor 1, has a really great... Oh! Yeah, I dodged way too early. But it has a really great, not mid-game, but like... So I guess it is mid-game. I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but... It's got a really good farming spot where you can kind of bottleneck a whole bunch of the Quicksilver students in a doorway and farm for souls. And the lantern run is literally like going from this lantern right here, like out here. I mean, it's that fast. I mean, it's not very fast. You know, it's not very far. The lamp is in the next room over. Like, we're just gonna leave the little dude to bang on the wooden door, or the metal door, or gate, however you'd like to classify it. I suppose a gate and a door are relatively the same thing. They're pretty close. They're not the same thing, obviously, but they're actually, could be classified very closely together. I don't know why I'm talking about doors. Gates, doors. I should be talking about this glorious boss design. Because this is probably one of my favorite boss designs in all of this game. My favorite boss fight, though, is by far the one at the end of the DLC. And that one I will get raging. So if that's what you're waiting for, then that's the fight. And anybody who's played through the DLC knows exactly what fight I'm talking about. Exactly the rage that ensues. Oh, I thought I might get it. The rage that ensues from going through that fight. Oh, I'm okay. Well, that was shit, but I'm glad I didn't die. So yeah, with a lot of his attacks, get underneath it. Like, that seems to work, like, famously well. Just in general. Oh, and I'm not going to get this roll. Oh, that makes me so sad. Alright, heal up. Let's not get too okay. I'm getting a bit greedy. Ooh, there's halfway. Alright. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out again because I love watching it. Okay, never mind. I lied.
You...
Alright. This should be pretty easy. Oh. Well, not if he keeps doing that. Ooh, yeah, that wasn't... I'm actually not quite sure how to dodge that one. Ooh, we got the pistol. We got it. I think we got this one. Woo! Oh. Yeah, I think he caught us. Yeah, we're gonna die. So yeah, that one, I just got a raw deal because of how he was positioned and how he was, and how he started that attack. Get as close as you can and behind him. Because if you get behind him, that attack can't hit you and you could wail on him. That was gonna be the one, but... meh, it happens. We got this, though. We got this. It's rare I feel that confident going into a boss fight in a Miyazaki game, but we got this one. He gave me so much trouble the first time through that there was no way I was gonna let him do this to me the second time when I was actually playing through the DLC. I knew I was gonna at least try and keep a level head as much as I possibly could. Oh, and he got me. That was bad. Oh, this is not gonna be the one. Nope, not gonna be the one. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to be right back. Just hold tight for me. Alrighty, that took way longer than expected. My dog was complaining to go outside, so I let him outside. And then he decided to be a butt and not come inside. So I had to coax him with a milk bone. Oh, and that was just stupid. And there's his jingly little butt now. He's looking at me now with murderous intent, I swear. So I'm gonna lovingly, but gnawing on my arm. Alright. Now, for Ludwig. Oh, I thought I could dodge. Backing up, oh, I thought I would be done there for a second. Text messages, what is it? I swear to God, it's like 11:15. Everybody is just running around. The dog wants to go outside. It's like 20. That's the time. I've just been taking some stupid. Come on. Remind me, this is the time. This is not the time. Better than expected, actually. This one I do not know how to dodge. Not on a consistent basis anymore. Dang it. I'm big into like soundtrack music and stuff, and this one's just absolutely pretty. I was too late. Oh god. Ah, you kidding me? Alright. We're going to do this. I still have the mentality. We are going to do this. All right. Trying to stay calm and very, very zen. See, but it's a Souls game is interesting because it frustrates you more because you almost know what you did wrong more than the boss fight itself is frustrating. This boss fight isn't frustrating for me anymore. It's frustrating because I know my own ability, and it's like that. I could have dodged all of that. And just didn't. Whoa! Alright, that's an attack I don't think I've ever seen. Unlegitimate. Not while I fight him anyway, so I guess he has a charging, like... I'm just getting greedy. Stop. But like I was saying, the boss fight itself is not frustrating. It is the pseudo ineptitude of the person playing. Because I've kicked Ludwig's ass twice in general. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We'll try this, because I said I wanted to try this. I don't think it'll do enough damage, though. Even though it's slotted appropriately. You know, it actually only does a little less than the traditional, what I've been using with Ludwig. With the Ludwig suck. That's why I like to use it, because there you get the multi-hit on the jumping, and so I kind of wanted to show off how fast I was able to melt with this weapon. It's not doing quite enough damage for my liking, but whew, that was close. But my liking is also halfway melting this boss before he even does anything. Yeah, it's probably not going to do anything like quite enough particular tastes. This thing I just can't dodge consistently, even though I think I've dodged it every time I've said I can't dodge it consistently, and then I literally am able to dodge it on a semi-consistent basis. Just be careful for it. That's all I'm going to say, is that is one attack that he does that it's a flat-out just vague mystery on how that comes to that, in my opinion. Oh, I really thought that was a botch. What the hell is he doing? Oh, he got I got that was so close. Oh, there's a parry. That's at least interesting. Oh, that didn't work exactly as I planned. Oh, I got him in the second phase right as I got hit.
You were at my side all along.
Alright, we are going to skip the rest of this. And he got that hit on me anyway. Ludwig. Seriously? Oh, he didn't give me any time to do anything. We're getting into a consistent second phase, though. Alright, if we don't kill him in the next couple tries, I may just scrap this part entirely. and call it a night, because I have to work pretty early tomorrow. I'm gonna be completely honest, I did think this fight would be just a tad easier for my brain to handle tonight, and I don't know, I just going downhill fast. Sleep deprivation will get you, I swear. Die. Oh, goodness, I can't. See, now I'm getting frustrated, and that's just adding to the compiling on being tired as well. Oh, goodness. Okay, a couple more tries here. And of course I said that yesterday and I battled him for I think a good 45 minutes. So nothing I suppose is set in stone as far as what I say about timing. But the work tomorrow is very real and it will come very early because I have to get at 5 a.m. and it's I think 11:30 here. Anyway, I'm still being conscious. Ooh, we didn't dunk. Run F. I haven't used that in my life until right now. Dunk kick me. Oh no. Whew. Oh, and there's the smash. Damn it. In my ass tonight. Whew. Alright. Let's not get too frustrated. Seriously? I'm just so shoddy. My god, I'm so shoddy. The shoddiest of shoddy. I'm gonna try the World of Geek Saw because I'm only doing like 60 points more damage with the Holy Blade. Ooh, there's a key. Oh, I didn't die. Alright. I'm actually kind of blown away. Jesus, I'm just performing like shit. Yeah, there's our visceral. Alright, I got him down. Alright, let's go get him. God damn it. God. I dodged it. That was actually not bad with the Whirling Exod at +8. I'm actually kind of impressed it's doing as much damage as it is. I'm gonna try Ludwig's Holy Blade again. Just for shits and giggles. Sorry about that, I have hiccups. A little bit. I dodged way too early. Alright. That attempt was garbage. Just from the get-go. come on. Yeah, come on, come on. I'll race you. Yo, bitch. Ha ha, I'm faster than you. Oh, wow, she actually got way closer than I was expecting. There's a good attempt. Not bad, not bad. It's greedy. Oh. And that was just poorly timed. Whoa-ha-ha. That's toward him. This seems like once the blood gets close to you, that was a horrible. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, nope, that was too close. Too close, too close, too close. Too close, too close, too close. Okay, we got this. You got this. I assert that. We have this. It's alright. Whoa! How did he... I don't even know how he did that. This is good. What did I just hit that caused somehow off? If I didn't get that dodge, I was gonna eat it. Visceral. This is going very well, actually. Ooh, in second phase. Alright. Straight up heal. Get in on him. Alright, that was actually a kick-ass kind of dodge. Got him! Alright, there's one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, see, that's what I meant.
don't know what happens if you run like all the way away from him. So I'm gonna stay a good distance away from him, kind of get him to bait him down. The blood steps here. And then I'm gonna, oh. No. That was closer. Okay, we'll continue in just a second. Alright, one more time. Silently. That was impressively bad for me. Alright. Once more, because that first part was freaking amazing. Except for the botched visceral attack. Alright, we're going to try that guy again. And we don't talk about what happened with her again. Yeah, no more gloating. Only leads to bad things. Only leads to bad things. Alright, silence. Pure sadness, because that was going very well. At least I'm not wasting a lot of blood vials. Alright. One more. Silence. Let's, you know what? For this last one, let's try and get some serrated damage on him. Alright, silence. really good. I'm gonna give it one more shot with the Whirligig Saw. Alright. Why not talk this time? Right? Actually, you know what? The silence is doing wonders, actually, so I'm gonna keep going radio silent. I apologize for the little pop every time I come in and out, but I'd like to get through this fight tonight. So. And, just to be very clear, I am planning something for the 20 subscribers I got, which is so awesome. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and I will do this at the beginning and end, or, well, at damn it. The beginning, well, not the end of this video. Well, I'll do it at the end of this video, not the beginning, because the beginning is already done. Oh, well, we did kind of hit him. I guess I'm not gonna go radio silent on this one. Ooh, that was a good one. This is good. This is good. Yeah, but the visceral attack on him is how much you can actually hit his face, his human face. Aha! And there's what happens when I'm not quiet. Whew. Okay. We've got this. We've got it. I just wish I wasn't kind of starting to nod off, get tired. I want this part to be at least some progression. Well, mostly progression of the plan. Apparently Ludwig has other plans for me. I hate that anyway. And of course I didn't get that. Ooh, got that. Ah. That back attack is destroying. God damn it. Yeah, oh, I didn't die. Oh, there I died. God damn it. It's getting very frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating to watch as well, but because I know I can do this. Like that's what's making it so frustrating. I'm very, very aware that I'm more than capable of doing this, but it's just not seeming to happen. Alright, this one's gonna be radio silent as well. I will see you hopefully after the boss fight this time. I dodged every time, and he locked me in. I hit the button just too late on every single one of those. Alright, until I beat him, it's going to be radio silent, just so I can center myself. Alright, I will see you hopefully on the other side of this boss fight soon. Alright, peace, guys.
You were at my side all along. You were at my side all along. true mentor, my guiding moonlight.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We got him. So, after that fight, we have the guidance rune, which we're going to read, and we have his head. His human head. Still intact. So, before we do anything, and you'll see why I do this in a second, and just because I'm twitchy, I want to see this. It's glorious! Okay. Let's read this. In the old days when hunters were 10 a penny, this was part of their standard grog, so there's nothing special. Let's match up the set, just for consistency's sake, and let's read that rune. Oh, guys, that was rough. But we did it. We got it. Alright, boosts rally potential. So that is quite a large boost to your rally potential, just in general. A Carol rune discovered by the old hunter Ludwig, along with the Holy Moonlight Sword. Boosts amount of life recovered by rallying. When Ludwig closed his eyes, he saw darkness, or perhaps nothingness, and that is where he discovered the tiny beings of light. Ludwig was certain that these playful, dancing sprites offered guidance, and emptied Ludwig of his fears, at least in the midst of a hunt. So, interesting. In my opinion. I mean, it's very cool. And, let's chat with, old Luddy here.
Tell me, good hunter of the church,
Ooh,
have you seen the light?
So, yeah, that was
my
a
church
bad kind of hate.
hunters, the honorable Spartans? I hoped they would be.
So I probably should have shown the first set of dialogue. If you don't have anything pertaining to the actual church itself on your body, like clothing, he will not say that. He will just say a couple lines, and then it will turn into demonic, beastly wailing, whinnying, I suppose. So if you say yes, one thing happens. If you say no, one thing happens. We're going for kind of a good guy character, I suppose. I don't know. But we're going to tell him yes, even though the church hunters are not the Spartans he'd hoped. They're actually the exact opposite. They're kind of corrupt and shitty. So we're going, for all intents and purposes, to lie to him.
Ah, good. That is a relief. To know I did not suffer such denigration for nothing. Thank you kindly. Now I may sleep in peace. Even in this darkest of nights, I see the moonlight.
All right. So, while I don't like just kind of straight up lying to him, because he's a really cool character, it's an interesting set of dialogue because it seems he was forced to become a beast in at least some fashion. And ooh, there it is. There is the Moonlight Blade. So I don't know if we can actually use this weapon. Oh yeah, we can. It actually has pretty healthy statistics, surprisingly enough. So let's go ahead and throw it on. So I want to get a good shot of Ludwig's Holy Sword before I throw that on. So there's his sword as it sits, like the church version of his sword. And here, well, here's the typical silver sword of the church. Ooh, there it is right there. It's not a great view, but you get my point. There's Ludwig's Holy Blade. The Holy Moonlight Sword is a tad different. So, yeah, I love this sword because it has the moveset of the Great Sword from Dark Souls. And I mean the original Dark Souls. That is just a great sword. And even the poke, like that is just straight up ripped from Dark Souls. At least from what I remember. The intricacies of this weapon really come when you trick it. So here is our Moonlight Blade for Bloodborne. It's very cool. It's my favorite in the games in general. So, from my small bits of testing, this sword does seem to have better rally potential than some of the other weapons. I'm not sure if it's weapon specific or if that's just me not noticing other weapons are doing as well, but this seems to have, in this version specifically, seems to have some pretty damn good rally potential. Not sure why. I just don't know. I'm not exactly sure on the specifics of the weapon. I'm going to change my clothes back. But not that. That obscures the view. Let's. Yeah, well, you know what? Why not? Ooh, that actually looks kind of dumb. Ah, damn it. Yep, hunter hat. So, the special thing about this weapon is it's one of the only weapons in the game to use bullets, like Quicksilver bullets, as its special attack. So this is L2, which I've already showcased all of these moves in my 4-part little series on the moveset. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. Movesets are great. I'm going to redo that stuff, so be looking out for a long-form video of all the moves and stuff of the game's weapons, especially the DLC stuff. I'm actually doing just the DLC stuff. If I went through all the games, it'd be like an hour and 45 minutes, and that would be kind of crazy. I'm not opposed to doing that. That would actually be kind of cool. Start with the DLC and then move into the rest of the weapons. That'd be kind of cool. But this is the R2. So, very Dark Souls-y-esque kind of weapon. This is charged. So it goes from horizontal to vertical with the charge, and it does use bullets. It uses 1 bullet per Moonlight wave. This also uses 1 bullet, and that is pure thrusting damage. Pure arcane thrusting damage. And I don't know if that makes a difference, but for some enemies, I can assume that would be very effective. An enemy that I think just the thrusting would be effective against would probably be like the brain sucker. The arcane probably would actually get nerfed because you're fighting something that's, you know, kin and already arcane. But the thrust would definitely be a thing. And then here's your move set for it. I'll show that again because I flipped around. I didn't really mean to do that. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I think. Yeah, I think it's a 4-hit combo. Let me see that. Ooh, maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to have a little bit more stamina just to test it. And then the jumping R2. Again, uses a bullet, but is also a moonbeam forward. What else? Oh, and then I feel like that's important to showcase because that could really catch people in PvP. That is the backstepping R1. Yeah, that is crazy because it basically gets you back to where you were before you dodged, and you can combo into it. So, kind of cool. And then backstepping R2. That's kind of diagonal. Like, it's not necessarily straight up and down or horizontal. It's slightly to the tilted to the left. But yeah. Oh, and then the trick moveset. Tricking it does not, I repeat, does not use a bullet. Even though you see that big arcane blast, that doesn't use a bullet, which is, I think, important to mention. But the tricking in specifically that, from the steel sword into Ludwig's, that actually looks a lot like tricking the silver sword into Ludwig's Holy Blade. Watch it. Like that overhead kind of diagonal, from top right to bottom left. I don't know. It's interesting. It has a very cool moveset. I'm actually planning on doing like a whole run through the game of like as a Ludwig character. So once this VOD goes up, go ahead and comment. I have basically the whole set kind of picked out here and there. I'm still tweaking some stuff, but it's going to be basically the Ludwig's Holy Blade up until we get the Moonlight Greatsword, or the Holy Moonlight Blade. And then we're going to forego the Ludwig's Holy Blade for our Moonlight Greatsword. That's basically my idea. And then, of course, we're going to use his rifle. But yeah, very cool. Awesome boss. And he's taking a nap. So we're gonna pop out of this. We're gonna light the lamp first. I did that actually the first time I went through this. I beat him, was so excited, went up and to the left where you're supposed to go, and never actually did the lamp until I died. Alright, I just want to get my blood vials and my bullets back, because showing off that weapon, it uses a crap ton of bullets. And yes, I am going to spend all of my echoes on blood vials, just so we have a healthy stock for the rest of the DLC. Probably every boss, I may not level up, because in my opinion, I'm leveled pretty well for this this section of DLC for New Game Plus. As frustrating as it can be, I feel as though I'm leveled appropriately. So let's check here. There is one set that I know you can get. Yeah, we don't have it yet. It's after the second to last boss of the DLC, so the third one. So yeah, that's our next lamp, is the underground corpse pile. Notice underground. That's very interesting to me. Alright, so I believe Ludwig will just nap for the duration. And you did notice during that boss fight, to kind of keep myself stocked, there are 3 blood vials on this corpse. I waited specifically until I was almost positive I was going to beat him to grab those. Okay, and I'm gonna shut up because there is some dialogue here, so listen close.
Shrouded by night, but with steady stride. Coloured by blood, but always clear of mind. Proud unto the church. Beasts are a curse, and a curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
So we will come back for all of these doors down here, but he is
Shrouded by night,
an interesting character, in my opinion, because I don't know what kind of significance he has, other than just being there to murder for his set of clothing. Alright, we're gonna run past him. Fire his gun. Grab that. Oh, we got him. Okay. Yeah, that rifleman down there is just, he's a pain in the ass. And that's one of the main reasons I like the Evelyn more than the rifles, any of the blunderbusses in the game, is because they're faster, and on single targets, they just, in my opinion, they just work better. That's totally an opinion thing. I know people that can, that guy's got the Gatling gun. We'll go back for that here in a few minutes. We're gonna go, what are we gonna do? I want to go show the League real quick. Wasn't there, I swear there was another open door that had something really cool in it. Oh, maybe it's this one. No. How strange. Oh, it's this one. Yeah! Okay, so this is a really awesome, let's speed it up. Woeful Amazon, reminiscent of infant. Interesting. That's a very spot-on description. So the Fists of Gratia. So from, well, we'll read it in the description in a second, but from basically the size of this corpse and her, like, it looking female by the hair, we can extrapolate that this is, in fact, Gratia. It's not just on a looter. It is her. So, this is the Fist of Gratia, a chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking woman, hunter woman, simple Gratia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with the hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gratia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. So, what we can kind of assume from this is that this is not a mass-produced kind of weapon. This is not a typical hunter weapon. This is like Simon's Bowblade. There's been lots of hype for this DLC and just stuff in general like that. That everybody kind of knows that Simon's Bowblade is out there. Well, and the description if you've been kind of looking. So basically the description, and we'll get to this room in a second, the description of that fist implies that that corpse is, in fact, Gratia. That is not a looter. That is not anyone else. That is her. That is her body, and she unfortunately got locked up in a nightmare. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But, here, let me throw it on for you since I really don't have any use for that rifle. So that's what it looks like. It is literally just a piece of metal with finger holes. It's not complicated. But that's what's interesting, is that it's just a left hook into something, into an enemy. And it does cause heavy stagger. I haven't really found a use for it, but maybe I'll do something later with it. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna worry about that thing right now. But this is very interesting. Because this is a cathedral, or what we can assume is a cathedral by the layout and the little tomb stepway here. And from a couple item descriptions, I believe, later on in the DLC. And we have a Great One's Wisdom on what looks like a mutilated church hunter. Yeah, she looks... But then we see this. which this is actually a trap, because I will, yeah, see, there you go. There's a hunter, like, right in the dead center of the crosshair. So, this is a trap, and I'm going to do the best I can with the strategy, because the strategy is basically, more or less, pull the hunter that's over there all the way back there and fight her either in the stairwell, which I don't recommend, or in the tunnel system down where you see all the grates and where we picked up the fist. Because this hunter that's sitting right in front of us praying will unfortunately start shooting a projectile, which we will get much later on in the DLC. But yeah, she's no fun to fight. Well, she's fine to fight, but she's no fun to try and dodge while you're fighting another hunter. Oh, and she's wrecking me. And you'll actually notice something interesting about this particular hunter is that she actually has our weapon. Like, we are using the same weapon. And depending on how you are with it, she might be a little better if you're using Ludwig's Holy Blade. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah, she's coming for us. She's coming for our butts. Yeah, there's the projectile, the arcane projectile. Oh, and she's leaving. Yeah, the AI of these hunters in the DLC is crazy, because it's actually like fighting a human being, and I applaud that, but I also very much dislike it because it's annoying. Ow, that really
awaits those who pry into the unknown.
Alright, well, we will tackle them later on. Yeah, she's not happy with us, but that is where I'm going to end it. We beat Ludwig. We kind of talked about Gradia. Not much else. Not much progression in this one. This, I'll probably label this actually part 1.5 and leave part 2 for a real progression video. But yeah, we kicked Ludwig's ass. We got his sword. We let him rest, so he's taking a nap. I'll talk more about his head and why he's able to more or less assume control after we kill the beast version of him. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna call it. I'm getting tired. That was very frustrating. But I will see all you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the next one. If you liked that content, I have some other stuff. There is a how to backstab with the Beast's Embrace and the Beast Claws. And if you don't know what the Beast's Embrace is, I don't want to spoil it, but it's how you get the transformation on the Beast Claws. And we'll go into that later on in the DLC, in this playthrough. But I have a video up detailing that. One with just a view that I was really into. I really wanted to kind of showcase, and it was cool. And then one detailing the Orphan of Kos, which is one of the bosses in this, which I'm sure most people know about by now. The Orphan of Kos boss arena, which is, if you haven't watched P. Peterson's streams, which most Souls fans have, and he's been slogging through beating the Orphan of Kos on max difficulty, which at this point he did, and it's awesome. I will try and link that video for you guys in the description. It's awesome. I highly recommend it, and I'm not getting poked at by Peeve to hype that up. It is just a kick-ass fight. But yeah, go check out those videos. I'll link mine in the description, and maybe Peeves. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but go check his out. He's really good. But yeah, have a good day, everybody. Good night, day, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you in the next piece of the DLC that we do. Alright. Bye, everybody.